You know that cinnamon in your spice rack? Well, it turns out it's way more than just a sweet, comforting spice for your coffee or oatmeal. Thousands of years ago, ancient Ayurvedic physicians saw it not as a flavor, but as a seriously powerful medicine. Today, we're going to unlock the secrets they wrote down about this incredibly common spice. Let's dive in.
So let me just ask you this. What if a truly powerful ancient medicine is already hiding in plain sight, right there in your kitchen? It's a wild thought, and it kind of reframes how you look at the everyday things around you, doesn't it? All right, Section 1, Beyond the Baking Spice. To really understand cinnamon's potential, we have to look past how we use it today. We need to forget the cinnamon rolls for a minute and try to see it like the ancient physicians did, as a potent tool for healing.
When you look at these foundational Ayurvedic texts, like the Chark Samhita, cinnamon wasn't just some flavoring. No way. It was classified as a serious medicine. It had very specific jobs to do in the body, a substance that you had to respect and use with incredible precision. And get this, they didn't even call it cinnamon. The texts use its Sanskrit names, Tvak, which actually just means bark, Dalchini, and a really prized variety they called Darusita. This change in name is our first huge clue to its real importance. So now that we know its ancient names, let's explore how Ayurveda actually understood its power. In this next part, we're going to break down its specific properties and the precise effects it was known to have on the body. And what's so fascinating is the level of detail here. These ancient texts weren't just talking about some generic cinnamon. They were incredibly specific, distinguishing between different varieties, like Sainhalam, which we now know as Ceylon cinnamon, and Lataparnam, or Indian cinnamon. So Ayurveda describes cinnamon as being pungent, sweet, and a little bitter, with light, sharp, and dry qualities. And its fundamental energy, it's hot. This whole profile makes it absolutely perfect for balancing the Vata and Kapha doshas. Those are the bodily energies that are associated with qualities like cold, dampness, and heaviness. Why? Well, it's simple. Its heat and dryness directly fight that cold and dampness, bringing the body back into balance. But here's where it gets really interesting. A special, super fragrant variety called Darusita was known to have a unique quality. While most hot spices like cinnamon can stir up the fiery Pitta dosha, Darusita actually calmed it. That made it this incredibly rare substance that could balance all three bodily energies. And because it was so unique, its benefits were celebrated. Darusita was used to enhance the complexion, to boost vitality, and even to provide immediate relief for things like dry mouth and extreme thirst. That right there just shows how powerful and refined they considered it to be. Okay, so now we get its core identity. Let's explore its practical applications. This is where we see cinnamon transform from just an interesting concept into a total powerhouse of the ancient Ayurvedic pharmacy. First and foremost, cinnamon was a master of the digestive system. It was the go-to for reigniting a weak or sluggish digestive fire, a condition they called mandagni. It was known to work fast to relieve gas and cramps, calm nausea, and could even be used to counteract the harsh side effects of other, stronger medicines. But its benefits were not just about digestion, not at all. It was also prescribed to cleanse the throat and to knock out chronic coughs and rhinitis. And even more surprisingly, it was used as a powerful nerve stimulant for some really serious conditions, like paralysis of the tongue and even severe convulsions. On a deeper body-wide level, its actions are even more impressive. The bark was known to stimulate the uterus and help control bleeding. It was seen as a powerful germicide used to treat diseases like typhoid fever. And here is the real kicker. Modern science has totally confirmed what the ancient texts knew all along. Its key compound, something called cinnamic acid, has proven anti-tubercular properties. Just amazing. So we've seen how powerful this cinnamon bark is, but the ancient texts saved their highest praise and a very unique secret for its most concentrated form, the essential oil. Let's see why. Cinnamon's essential oil is where all its power gets condensed, and the ancient physicians didn't just know how to use it, they had this brilliantly simple, almost clever way to test for its absolute purity. The Atreya Samhita reveals this simple physical test. Pure cinnamon oil sinks in water. Just think about that. Unlike pretty much every other plant-based essential oil which floats, true cinnamon oil is heavy. This was their foolproof method for identifying the pure, unadulterated, and most potent medicine.
And because they could confirm its potency, this pure, heavy oil was incredibly valued. It was saved for the really acute situations that required an immediate, powerful action, which is a real testament to its immense medicinal power.
What kind of situations? Well, the texts note that a single drop of this pure oil applied directly to a painful tooth would bring instant relief. A powerful and incredibly specific application, right? But, with great power comes great responsibility. The wisdom of these ancient texts isn't just in what they recommend, but also in what they strictly, and I mean strictly, warn against. And this might just be the most important lesson of all. The ancient practitioners understood with such clarity that the line between a medicine and a poison can be razor thin. It's all about the dose. The ancient texts are crystal clear on this. And this is not a modern discovery. Thousands of years ago, they knew that while cinnamon oil is a potent medicine in small, controlled doses, if you take too much, it becomes an irritant and a narcotic poison. That's a direct quote. A really powerful reminder of their deep practical knowledge. It really makes you think, doesn't it? If a common spice holds this much detailed, sophisticated wisdom, what other secrets are just hiding out there, in plain sight all around us, just waiting to be rediscovered? Thanks for joining this explainer.